Welcome, everyone.
Welcome to the legal chicanery that Trump has found himself in. Yep, Trump actually got arrested, and he's being charged with 34 felony counts for falsifying business records and campaign finance violations or something.
Yeah. You go ahead and finish the intro, Victor.
Yeah. So, as you all know, Trump was arrested today in New York. Alvin Bragg is the prosecutor doing it, and he's faced quite a lot of backlash for it. Right. Yep, and I'm gonna start with this tweet from Justin Amash, where he, who was not a fan of Trump in any way, said the following: "After reading DA Bragg's indictment of Trump and accompanying statement of facts, I'm stunned that any prosecutor would move forward with this. It's even flimsier than we're led to believe. 34 stacked counts bootstrapped to an unstated crime to manufacture felony charges." And I have to say, yeah, the way they went about this case is just kind of bad, even though I think Trump's probably guilty of what he's being charged with. I just think that the case they made is just all they're going to do is make him a martyr.
No, I disagree with that. I think it still looked bad on Trump.
Yeah, I think it's going to look bad on Trump, but good for the GOP as a whole, I guess.
No, it will help Trump in the primaries,
but it'll hurt him in the general.
Yeah, it'll hurt him in the general.
I guess it all depends on if he's convicted or not. Because if he's convicted, his shot in the general is gone, but his shot in the primary, since it's the actual case, the trial seems like it's scheduled for January of next year. So, according to NBC. And I'm also, there's some people saying that Trump should have been convicted on war crimes instead, but here's the thing about that. Every president could be convicted on that, but no one's going to convict him of that.
Oh shit, hang on a second. I made the tweet wrong.
Oh.
I forgot to put a period before the at.
Oh.
I got to redo it.
But I'm disappointed though that we didn't get a mugshot of Trump. I mean, you're Texan, so you're well aware of the whole Rick Perry scenario, and I kind of wanted to see what Trump's version of that Rick Perry mugshot would be, you know? The argument they're using is that Trump's too high profile or something, that thing, that a mugshot wouldn't be necessary. But here's the thing: Rick Perry was high profile, being the incumbent governor at the time. So I don't get it.
Okay, hang on. Give me a second, and I'll give my input.
All right. And Trump is currently facing 34 to 136 years in New York State prison if he's convicted on all these counts. Do I think he's actually going to serve 136 years in prison? Of course not. But the thing is, concerning his age, 34 years or 136 years would still be the rest of his life in state prison.
I'm going to share it to the group chat. Okay. Yeah, okay, so, like, the thing about, like, this whole thing is that it's so fucking crazy. Like, yeah, like, it's so fucking crazy. Like, you know, they've been talking for years about Trump basically being arrested and yada 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 for years during the Trump presidency and even before his presidency. Even a lot of the Stormy Daniels shit, basically, it seemed like just basically like a bunch of just like nothing burgers, like Russiagate. That was definitely a fucking nothing burger. He's not gonna get charged over Russiagate.
Yeah, in addition, it's just weird because Stormy Daniels is, at least according to Wikipedia, a registered Republican with libertarian leanings, which is kind of crazy to think now because no one, I don't think she's ever mentioned her politics aside from, well, the whole alleged affair.
Yeah, and the thing is that and here's the thing basically about this trial is that when we have been if y'all don't know, basically we've been talking about at least I have been keeping up with the three major cases against Trump, like the DOJ document case, which yes, Trump stole classified documents. He has the authority as president to declassify anything he wants, which is true, but it has to go through a process. He can't just think in his mind that it's declassified.
Didn't he also tamper with those documents too, which would constitute spoliation of evidence?
Oh yeah, I'm about to get there. That was just one case. There was also another case in Georgia to deal with the basically the stop the steal shit and get me 50,000 votes or something. Or was it 23,000? I'm not sure.
I don't remember, but the Raffensperger call. Comrade Knuckles said this, and I gotta say, I understand where you're coming from there, and a lot of politicians probably should go to jail.
Yeah, and there was also the New York case that dealt with the Trump organization doing tax fraud. Which, tax fraud is a little base, but it's still a crime that he could still get in trouble for. I think his company got in trouble for it. But the thing is that so those were the three major cases against Trump. But then, just a couple weeks ago, we had the Stormy Daniels shit come back.
It's just,
yeah.
I mean, on one hand, it is kind of weird when you hear people mention Stormy Daniels, because I swear anyone from our generation doesn't think of Stormy Daniels as a porn star, but rather just this whole Trump shit. Even though that's what, Stormy Daniels made her career off of.
Yeah. And the thing is that at first I thought this Stormy Daniels thing was basically the stupidest shit to get Trump on, which still kind of is.
It is.
I thought it was very trivial. But as we now basically know, according to basically the discovery shit that's been happening between Trump's lawyers and Alvin Bragg, the New York DA that's doing this shit. Basically Trump has not only done this. The reason why there's 34 felony counts is, he's not only done this to Stormy Daniels. He's done this to a whole bunch of other.
Oh yeah, let's also not forget the fact that Trump could be held in contempt of court due to his conduct in the trial too, which he's already kind of. Well,
Alex Jones.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Alex Jones trial where the way they went after him was definitely political, but at the same time, it seems like Trump's just shooting himself in the foot as much as possible during the actual trial too. Here's the thing. I think Alex Jones, like everyone else, has the right to free speech and all. I don't know the exact nature of his Sandy Hook claims per se, but it's pretty clear that the settlement money, yeah, they're trying to make an example of him, even though, as I mentioned before, Alex Jones just made his situation as worse as it possibly can be, as bad as it can possibly be due to his conduct in court.
Yeah. Well, like, and here's the thing, basically, is that like, so not only not only did he do it to multiple women, but he also tried to cover it up as like in a stupid way, where like where like in his payments to Michael Cohen, the lawyer that paid Stormy Daniels for Trump indirectly, he did it with paid him in a pseudonym, was like, I forget what it was, like Dennis something. I'll look it up in a little bit.
Wait, Dennis? Imagine if you use a pseudonym Dennis Prager for it.
It wasn't Dingus Branger, trust me.
I know, but it's funny to think about.
Yeah, and the thing is that like you can't do that. That's illegal.
We're both planning on going to the legal field. I mean,
like you can't basically put in a fake name in a legal affidavit or transaction that is supposed to be used.
Yeah, that's definitely bad. But
yeah,
at the same time, I think that Alvin Bragg is still deserving of a fair amount of criticism due to the way he has handled this case.
Oh yeah, and here's the thing: is basically is that not only that, but like, apparently the Trump trial is so unique that it's actually what's known in the legal field as a novel case.
Yeah,
which basically, in case y'all don't know how our legal system works, is that our laws are not just the laws in the law books or the statutes in the law books and the
there's precedents that are.
Victor, can I finish?
Yeah.
Basically but court cases themselves and court decisions are also law, too. Which typically is called case law.
Yeah, there's case law, and then there's the laws that are passed by the state legislatures, Congress.
Yeah, so like that's
local
the interesting fact about our legal system that the vast majority of people do not know, because why would they know? Is that like, because we're in common law, where we basically like the courts make as much law, make laws as well as the legislatures do, and it's typically like in the way like it's law by precedent. Like if like courts basically they make decisions prior based on like past decisions or past cases that have the same or similar facts. Which means that typically you're gonna get you typically know the outcome of a case due to like previous case law. But given that given that the Alvin Bragg Stormy Daniels case that Trump's currently being arrested for, given that it's a novel case, what that means is that there is no previous case law or any case like this before, which means not only like basically one, we don't know the outcome of this case. We don't know if Trump's going to get convicted or not, because there's no precedent.
Yeah, because there's never been a case of a former president being arrested and then being criminally indicted.
No, it's not just a former president, but like a
presidential candidate too.
Well, not just that, but also basically there's not anyone apparently who has even done what Trump has done in his shit.
He isn't the only president who ever got arrested. However, the case of the one who did is the funniest shit ever.
Well, okay, I'm not saying that, Victor. I'm saying that like the facts of the case, like no one has basically done what Trump has done in regards to the Stormy Daniels and all these other women shit. Of course, I'm leaving out a lot of details because I'm just going by memory here. I'm not reading off a script. This is unscripted podcast.
Yeah. Also, if you're curious who the president was, it was Ulysses S. Grant, who got who was arrested for speeding on a horse in 1872. I am not making this up.
Yeah. So real quickly back to my point. So not only basically is this a given that this is a novel case, not only basically it's basically this case is so unique that there's no previous precedent for any same or similar case beforehand existing. But this very case is going to set a new case law, a new precedent in our court system. So this is pretty important. I mean, well, not that important, but I mean, well, complicated. If that makes sense. Victor, are you still there?
Yeah. It's just when people say something's unprecedented, it's more than just saying it's uncommon. It's about, there being a judicial precedent for something or not.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing about when most people who don't know anything about legal shit is that when something's unprecedented, it's a much bigger thing than they even realize.
I kind of want to hear Bob Odenkirk's take on this whole thing mess that Trump's gone into.
Okay. Yeah, we just need Saul Goodman to be.
No, it would be. It's ironic considering my profile picture, but because the Better Call Saul actor that's most politically, I'd say, active on Twitter is Michael McKean, who. Oh yeah, who is let's see, currently tweeting about the indictment. Well, he's mentioned it is kind of funny seeing Chuck talk about Trump, though. I know Chuck's not his real name, but still.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna check on the YouTube thing real quick. Okay, we're going good.
Yep.
Okay,
I think that I just think that the Stormy Daniels shit's the weakest case to charge Trump with.
Oh yeah, it's still the weakest case, but it's not a trivial case by far.
Still using campaign finance money to pay hush money because you fucked a porn star is still bad. I just don't think I didn't think it would be the thing that could possibly end Trump's whole career.
Oh shit! Seriously?
What?
Yeah, I'm trying to copy and paste it through the Discord.
All right.
Yeah. Oh wait. We got a guest.
Oh. You do?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello, who's this?
You know who I am.
Oh, hello.
Oh wait. I gotta say, brilliant idea for a profile picture. Kev got Trump covered.
Yeah, Kev's got you covered.
I know you're a youngkin Republican who, well, thinks Trump needs to get out of the picture, though. Are you happy about this or no?
Unfortunately, it doesn't take away. Apparently, it doesn't take away his ability to run. So
Yeah, that's the
Death
document
penalty.
case that has the statute. That has the statute that would bar him from office.
then we need the death penalty for this case.
If we had the death penalty for falsifying financial records, do you know how much of Wall Street would face the wall?
No, I'm
Oh,
like
out of
No,
that.
I'm just like Uncle Ruckus when it comes to the Trump trial when he was on a jury.
Oh wait, I cannot repeat that quote verbatim, as I will get banned on YouTube. But I'm like, I don't need to deliberate. Hang that. No, I got the rope right here. I obviously cannot say it verbatim without getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because YouTube would redact us.
Yeah, y'all guys don't even remember we're on YouTube.
Yeah, no, that's why I had to censor the line from.
It could be worse. We could be on Twitch though, and that would probably get freaking.
Well, yeah, we're never going to be Twitch streamers, no matter how big we get. We
Never go to
have
Twitch.
an OnlyFans before we have a Twitch account.
Yeah. So right before you came in, Buckley, we were basically talking about like that this case basically like basically that like it's actually what's known in the legal field as a novel case, which basically like in common law, basically like court cases are also laws, not just bills passed by the legislature are the only laws. The court cases are the laws too. And typically, court cases, when you're like doing like lawyers and shit, they have to look up past cases that are like the same or similar to their current case, because because they're laws or whatever, their case law. But with Trump's, his case is so unique with the Stormy Daniels shit that we don't know the outcome of the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's and this whatever decision they make sets a new precedent or a new law.
My hot take is the most impactful thing that could happen today isn't related to Trump at all, but whether or not the Democrats get their preferred candidate, Janet, to the Wisconsin Supreme Court or not. Me personally, I recommend writing Dayton Siebert for the laws.
Like basically, not only basically is Trump, a former president, getting arrested, and indicted, unprecedented, but the case itself is unprecedented because Trump is like such a fucking dumbass that he basically is like paying like not only Stormy Daniels but all these other women back before he was president, basically like bribing them off in the stupidest way possible, like where he was using like a fake pseudonym on official documents, like.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
we mentioned this prior, but we could have a case where it's a clear case where they're trying to make an example out of him rather than have actual justice. But the problem is the defendant is such a dumbass, he digs his own grave, just like Alex Jones. Like, the truth is, Alex Jones could easily have gone a much more favorable settlement if he just wasn't a dumbass in court, but he was.
Well, like, and the thing is that if they set new case law where, like, a Trump, a former president, gets arrested for this shit, like, it could possibly open the door for more politicians getting arrested in the U.S. Like,
okay, who do you want to throw in the clink then first? Let's see. Can we just arrest Hillary Clinton so we can satisfy as the ultimate compromise and make them cellmates? I think that's a fair compromise. We arrest Trump and Hillary and make them cellmates.
Are you here, Buckley?
Yeah. No, what if we just arrest presidents in other countries instead?
Okay, who do you want to start with then?
Let's just arrest the president of Germany.
Wait, they have a president?
They do.
Probably a figurehead?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the ceremonial president.
Okay, let's just start rapidly
President.
arresting ceremonial presidents then. Let's arrest the president of India while we're at it.
And
I
the
know
president of Israel is also getting arrested. Just arrest all the ceremonial presidents.
Yeah, for the crime of being a figurehead only. A figurehead who no one actually knows who they, aside from, well, I can't even name the president of India off the top of my head, even though I'm half Indian.
Like, well, the thing is that they're so unimportant that we don't even know their names.
Okay, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name though. Draupadi Murmu. Okay, it's and yeah, BJP, of course. The BJP controls everything.
Or we could just arrest the president of Somalia because do they even have a president or government or anything?
Muslim. It would be kind of.
Somalian elections
technically-
be. I'm president now, apparently.
Yeah, Somalia does have a president. Does have a government. It controls this. It controls the land area equivalent of 3 city blocks.
Okay, so apparently though, just looking at Newswire, apparently there was a proposed Donald Trump New York trial date, January 2024.
I kind of think
Wait.
I want the trial to be. Well, here's the thing: if the trial's then, at least I can order like an old fashioned while I watch the trial or something.
Wait a minute. So wait, it'll be until January of next year.
According to NBC, that's the proposed trial date.
Why do they want to drag this on so long?
I don't know. We're not even getting like a cool Rick Perry mugshot, even though, to be fair, Rick Perry never actually wasn't he acquitted?
Yes.
Oh, but then again, his political career did tank.
Hey, he did become Secretary of the Energy.
Yeah, for like 2
like,
years.
The thing with Rick Perry is that he was arrested by the county police, and I'm sorry, I got distracted by a text. He was arrested by the county police for felony charges of corruption, and he went to trial and he won the trial, found not guilty. Surprise, surprise. But like the thing is that he became pretty unpopular in Texas afterwards, where like the attorney general at the time, Greg Abbott, jumped in and primaried him, and
Obviously
and pretty
won.
much Greg Abbott's numbers were like pretty high against an incumbent governor, where Rick Perry just flat out said, just dropped out.
Would you have voted Abbott in that primary?
Well, technically, Abbott won the primary like 90% because Rick Perry dropped out, but months beforehand.
Were there any other primary challenges aside from Abbott, even like small ones?
Well, there was Larry Kilgore, but that's
okay. Yeah. I definitely vote Abbott in that primary then. Like Abbott is still a hardcore Republican, but he isn't Larry Kilgore levels of bad.
But like the thing is that like even if Rick Perry stayed in the primary, he would have probably still lost to Abbott.
Probably it wouldn't have been close either. Do you think there's an alternate history scenario where Ann Richards got reelected and thus changes the course of, well, the entire 2000s as a result?
I'm assuming that just means John McCain becomes the 2000 nominee.
Do you think he would have been Al Gore?
Yes.
It would have been pretty similar policy wise to Bush too.
Yeah.
Just not much fundamentally changes then with Ann Richards being president. I gotta say though, it's funny that Cavs got you covered. Didn't actually know who Saul Goodman is, and they was like, "Fine, watch Better Call Saul," and I was like, "Oh,
Man, I still remember basically when I was like 12 at least when basically Rick Perry got fucking arrested. Like, it was and seeing his mugshot on the news, like it was so fucking crazy.
Well, in Virginia, we had Bob McDonnell ended up getting. He never got arrested, I think, but he did get indicted in corruption charges. But he was also acquitted.
let's see." We did have a recall against Gray Davis that was successful, but I don't think he was criminally charged with anything. And well, I was gonna say, well, I was born in Manhattan, but then again, if we're talking about Manhattan and criminal charges, we just gotta go back to Trump.
I could tell you about my philosophy teacher who got knighted by a governor who ended up being arrested. That's cute. Let's just go back to the topic at hand, though.
Yeah.
Victor, I told you, I think we should start sharing the screen and seeing.
Oh yeah. What do you want me to?
Just want us. I don't think they just want us.
Yeah, I'm gonna share a window real
They
quick.
want to see visuals, man. Like this is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay. Should I be showing on Twitter or just
Twitter?
All right. Trump.
You can do it on the Admin Utopia, or you can do it on your personal.
As promised, I'm not logged into.
So what's weird is that
They actually made it a fucking Doge. Wait.
Yeah, that's why I don't update the GUI ever.
No, it's a Doge on the web app actually.
Oh, okay.
And, I'm gonna log into the Admin Utopia account real quick on. Why the fuck did they make it a Doge? Oh, actually.
Oh, it's because Elon Musk is like the only opinion Elon Musk cares about is his hardcore crypto fanboys.
It seems like Mitt Romney is for some reason taking Trump's side in the indictment, saying that Bragg overstepped, which is, seems like even the ones that don't like Trump tend to be against Bragg, but that makes sense because no one likes Bragg.
Well, to be fair, Justin Amash, who literally voted to impeach Trump, also. Well, and I got Twitter up and running, so I'll start sharing my Microsoft Edge tab. So there we go. And yes, let's. And yeah, want to just read some of the comments? Instead of the Hill one.
Sure.
Brandon, while Trump is being arrested on the scene of all the mainstream media is covering up all of. Oh yeah, woohoo! President being set. Dick Cheney's the vice president. James, come on, man. Well, I know people joke that he was the real president, but come on, man. Trump to police, please don't be too nice to suspects. 2017. There's at least 1 billion in earned media. Epic loser. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling now to be watching sterilized. Good day, sir. Go after Bill Clinton next. Free my boy. He did nothing wrong. Some quote. I don't know. Good, lock him up. Everyone knew this day was coming. Boogeyman Biden, free my man. Bullshit, bullshit. Sickening dark day in U.S. history. Standing with Trump. Donald Trump. Okay, here we go. Fake mugshot, since we're not getting a real one. Rated out of 10. I
This is
rated
one of
8.
the things we deserved.
Yeah.
Kind of find funny though that the Perry mugshot just looks like he knows he's getting out of it. So
Yeah.
it's
Well, he did.
yeah, he did.
He had such a funny grin on us. Actually, I
Right.
I tweeted out about that myself, and I'm just gonna share that tweet.
Yeah, that's literally what a lot of people in Texas were saying at the time. We're saying that like he's grinning.
Oh, let's see. I don't want to get copyrighted. Stand up for your heritage. Oh, yep, here. Why Rick Perry but not Trump?
That's a little grin, just like
Just
yep.
look at the shit-eating grin. And yeah, I did also use a Troy Garcia image towards one of the tweets because I don't want to mention it here since it's unrelated, but yeah, that tweet I was quote tweeting with the picture of Troy Garcia is fucking important. Did Buckley just leave?
Yeah, I think she just left. Yeah.
He, well, no. Yeah, I think the interesting thing is that Justin Amash thinks this case is flimsy and shouldn't be pursued. Since Amash is very anti-Trump and has voted, believes Trump's guilty of crimes, but
What the fuck is one of my cats doodle buddy for that?
yep, I've come to the conclusion that I'm not a fan of Taki.
I sure probably got some snacks out myself. I didn't think about that.
I just got at the dorm cafeteria. No, not dorm cafeteria. Like my school has this express thing where you can get snacks or like lunch, and then there's a bar which all
Yeah, my
might
mine
work at
has
next
that too.
semester. Okay, it's dumb that some people are comparing Trump to Nelson Mandela. The situation that Nelson Mandela was in is so different from Trump. It's not even remotely comparable.
Yeah, they're comparing him to Nelson Mandela. They're comparing him to fucking Martin Luther King. And
They're
even
comparing him to Jesus Christ. No. I don't know about you, but I don't remember that part in the Bible where Jesus
Yeah,
was
they were saying
crucified
the
for
same.
paying
Guess who
off a
also
porn star.
like I seen people saying like guess who also got indicted before Easter? Like no.
No, I mean, but I'm pretty sure we both read the Bible, so but I don't think there was a single part in the Bible that mentioned,
Getting arrested.
no, Jesus getting arrested for paying off a porn star or using campaign finance money. I'm pretty sure that isn't in the Bible.
Yeah.
Also, Trump isn't going to be literally crucified. Come on.
That's why they probably think. That's probably what some of those people think.
There was a funny but somewhat blasphemous image of Trump being crucified on a McDonald's side.
Oh.
I was like,
I mean, he loves his McDonald's.
McDonald's is good. Just not something I have that often because it isn't.
I don't like Trump really at all, but one thing I can respect is basically a rich guy that eats at fast food.
That is something I can respect. Honestly, if I make it big, like at some big time Saul Goodman lawyer, I'm still gonna eat relatively the same food I already do.
Yeah.
Still gonna buy $20 bourbon and then drink it.
Like basically, like I don't understand why like a lot of rich people think that like they have to spend even more money on like the same shit. Like, yeah, I don't understand.
like on one hand, I I also just can't stand the people who make hating Trump their entire personality, even though I can't stand him either. Like, I think there's so many of Trump's policies where I'm vehemently against, but at the same time, I think a lot of the people who have been screaming "fuck Donald Trump" since I was 13 are kind of annoying. Oh wow, yeah, because he's just been living rent free in people's heads since 2015. Yes, I was 13 in 2015. Yeah. You want to do the math? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was 13 too.
Yeah. Just kind of crazy to think that a guy who's been in the news
God.
and being talked about so much since I was 13 is still in the news and being talked about. Feels weird.
But you know what's also do you remember when Carly Fiorina was running for president?
Vaguely.
Yeah, I remember that. What was she, like, the former CEO of HP?
No, that was That's Meg Whitman. Meg Whitman did run for office. She actually ran for governor of California as a Republican, and I'd like to say
No, I think that was
2010.
Carly Fiorina. Let me look.
No, Meg Whitman's the HP one. Wait, was it? And what? She's the ambassador to Kenya. How did I just find out about this? Wait, really?
It was Carly Fiorina, Victor.
Okay, May I did mix them. May I did mix them up. And I also found out Meg Whitman is currently serving in as ambassador to Kenya. I did not know that. I mean, it is kind of cool. A Republican, is ambassador to Obama's home country. New York police have Trump's weight listed at 270 pounds. That's seriously what they think is the known.
You know what's kind of funny is basically the funny tropes that, like, mock that the anti-Obama conservatives, like, saying, like, oh, you mean Barack Hussein Obama?
Barack Hussein Obama Sodero. Barry Sodero.
Yeah, Barry Sodero. Or how basically they say Michelle Obama's Michael.
Oh yeah, I may or may not have proposed a crazy theory about the JFK assassination during my class earlier today, where I was like, "Oh yeah, Barack Obama's the one who killed JFK. At the age of 2, he got a sniper rifle and 360 no scope. JFK got away with it. He was paid by the CIA to do it." And one of my class group members just thought it was the funniest thing ever. I don't unironically believe it. I just think it's an absurd and funny idea and theory to have.
Yeah.
I also think that Trump kind of is weird on social issues because he's like become really boomery on trans stuff, but also still very pro gay marriage. Just lifted off to Palm Beach, Florida. We'll be delivering remarks tonight at Mar-a-Lago. The hearing was shocking to me as there had no surprise. Virtually every legal pundit says there's no case here. There's nothing done illegally. And then, according to former Deputy Assistant Attorney General John Yoo, there's a big hole in the case. In this indictment, the statement of facts released, it had nothing to do to fill that hole. This is just according to Trump, though. So, yeah.
Oh wait, we actually do have a picture of Trump basically under arrest. Actually, for real.
And not just One of the deep fakes.
No, this is a real one. Hang on, I know I pulled that multiple times, but this is the actual one right here. I sent in the private chat.
All right,
Sharing the screen.
I will. This one.
Yes. That's real.
Yep. I just kind of wish Trump was like walking in a court case with a dripped out suit, like Saul Goodman at the end of Better Call Saul. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
It's weird seeing Kevin Kiley being a congressman, honestly, because I actually was a big fan of him when he was a state assembly member, but since he's become a member of, he's essentially just become a rank and file Republican.
I actually have a video we can watch of Trump basically Trump's Secret Service motorcade coming to the courthouse.
From Project Veritas went from being something that was loved by a lot of people on the right to people to just being straight up despised by. All right, I'm just gonna percent share screen. Probably should not have taken as many of those.
Oh, there we go. But there he is.
Yep. Trump is not legally a felon yet.
No, he's not.
He's been charged with felonies. He has not been convicted of a felony yet. There's a difference.
Yeah. And this shit's kind of crazy. Like, it's still kind of unbelievable.
It's still surreal to me that Trump's even been criminally indicted and all. It just doesn't feel real.
What's kind of annoying is when like Hillary Clinton supporters are basically saying LOL, the irony.
Here's the thing. I think Hillary Clinton should also be criminally indicted too.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of stuff you can also get Obama on too, but they won't. Specifically how it's been proven that the U.S. government funded Al-Qaeda with Project Timber Sycamore in order to, I think it was, to oppose Assad. Is Assad bad? Obviously, yes. Is it a good idea to fund liberal terrorist organizations to oppose Assad? Of course not. I thought it would be warmer in April, but nope. It's just gone colder.
There's the case is called "The People of the State of New York v. Donald J. Trump,"
I kind of
or New York v. Trump.
New York v. Trump. I wish I was taking a legal class right now because I haven't taken one since a year ago. Really wish my university offered more, but
Yeah. The indictment against Trump is 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree in violation of the New York Penal Code 175-10.
do you think he's actually going to get convicted, though?
Let's see. Yeah, all of them are falsifying business records to counts. This is an interesting document. Actually, should I share the document? It's kind of long, but
Sure.
Maybe we should share it in the stream.
All right. This is the official thing. State of New York v. Donald Trump. Defendant Donald Trump. The grand jury of the county of New York, by this indictment, accuses the defendant of falsifying business records under violation Penal Code 1710 as committed as follows. The defendant in the county of New York and elsewhere, on or about February 14, 2017, with the intent to defraud and commit another crime and aid and conceal the commission thereof, made aid and cause a false entry in the business records of an enterprise, to wit, an invoice from Michael Cohen dated February 14, 2017, marked as a record of the Donald Trump Revocable Trust and kept and maintained by the Trump Organization. Second count. And the grand jury aforesaid by this indictment further accuses
I'll be right back.
Of falsifying business records in the first degree in violation of Penal Code 175-10 committed as follows. The defendant in the county of New York and elsewhere, on or about 2/14/17, with the intent to defraud and intent to commit another crime and conceal the commission thereof, and cause a false entry in the business records of an enterprise, to wit, an entry in the detail general ledger for the Donald J. Trump Revocable Trust bearing a voucher number 84257, maintained by a Trump Organization. Wait a second, these are all just falsifying business records in the first degree. Yeah, they're all the same count. Like, yeah. Like, it's the same crime. They're just 34 counts of the same crime.
Okay, I'm back.
So, all the counts seem to be falsifying business records in the first degree, violation of Penal Code 175-10. Each one of these counts can net you 1 to 4 years in state prison. In total, if convicted on all counts, he could serve 34 to 136 years in state prison.
Damn! There's no way he's gonna see the light of day.
If he gets convicted, of course, because here's the thing: since Trump's 78,
Yeah.
if he was convicted, in 2024, where he turned 79, there's no way he'd see the light of day, and the rest of his life in prison if convicted. But the question
like
is,
the minimum, basically, he would get out in like 110 or something. Yeah, he's not gonna get out.
I don't think Trump's healthy enough to live to 110. Very few people do. I don't think I'm going to make it to 110. I don't think Trump will. But yeah, they're all of the counts are about falsifying business records, it seems. So once I realized that, I was like, I'm not reading this whole ass thing. No, and all of these counts were committed sometime in 2017. Yeah. I think that since they're all relatively the same count, he's either going to get convicted on all the counts or be acquitted of all of them. Since he's getting convicted of violating the same crime 34 times. Some may ask, why does that violate double jeopardy? Because the way double jeopardy is interpreted is basically, it's not, if you, let's say, were accused of robbing a store and then were acquitted, you couldn't be charged again with that crime of robbing the store. However, if you actually did rob a store again, or if you got away with it for the first time, well, you get my point. That's what it counts double jeopardy, since that's a separate crime, even though it's the same law violated.
Yeah.
At least I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Man, I wish I was in a law class right now.
Yeah. It's why basically, like, when you have stupid people, basically, when, like, someone gets found not guilty and basically someone says that, like, the prosecution needs to appeal.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I actually mentioned this in my business law class, so that due to the way double jeopardy works, Kyle Rittenhouse will never be found in a criminal court of law guilty of murder for that crime. However, he could still be sued in civil court for a wrongful death lawsuit. I had to tread lightly with the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, saying only the facts and nothing but the facts, not giving my opinion on it. Because, you know, liberal college and all. All right, since we hit the 1 hour mark, do you think we should start doing our finalizing thoughts, since I gotta go to class in about 20 minutes?
Okay, let's. Oh, sure.
So I guess the TLDR is Trump's been found, or not found, is being charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree and violation of Penal Code 175.10.
Yeah, and
And thus, since it's all the same crime, I think that he's either going to be found guilty on all 134 counts and serve 34 to 136 years in prison, or just be acquitted and serve 0 years in prison and likely be seen as a hero among the right as a result.
yeah, we don't know how exactly it's gonna go, and the thing is that yeah, well, we'll cover this again once basically the trial date comes. The official trial date comes, with
Granted, that might.
whether it's soon or January of next year. We'll cover it.
Is Ron calling you?
Yeah, I'll just call him back.
Yeah.
So, guess basically, guess we're gonna end the stream.
Yeah.
See y'all later.
See y'all later.